Grand Awakening Goddesses and Awakened Gods. It's your goddess here, Goddess Life, People's Goddess, and I'm here giving you insight and wisdom on spiritual technology and practical techniques for today's modern goddesses and awakened gods to manifest your dreams into your 3D physical reality. Let's talk about feeling like this shit's not working. Are you at the point, or have you been at the point where you felt a frequency dip and you're feeling like manifesting your intentions with clarity, your physical 3D experience? You've been trying. You feel like you've been trying and it hasn't been working. And now you're feeling a little skeptical, some doubt has crept in, some fear that this isn't actually a thing. And what I want you to do is honor and observe that feeling. It's perfectly valid to feel that way. I would venture to say all intentional manifestors go through it. In fact, I just got through going through it. I am making this video because I am going through it. And I picked one of my old videos, I just hit it, and this is the information that was in that old video that I did a few years ago. Your thoughts of contrast, which is the form of the negative energy that uses to come in to invade your space. The form of this contrast will seem to be attacking your heart's desires, the very manifestations that you are actively manifesting with clarity by using thoughts of fear predominantly and doubt, harsh criticisms, real things that make you just doubt using your energy for manifesting this desire. Nothing like you seeing yourself reminding you about something, about the way you're feeling right now. So trust and believe, I know and I understand. But we're not just going to wallow in this. We're not going to give up. Oh, no. We are going to bravely press on and strongly move forward because you deserve it and you are worthy to have whatever it is you're manifesting. So maybe you felt a couple of disappointments, or maybe you had something that you thought was going to be for you, that you thought was going to work out, and it just fell flat, right? And maybe it wasn't what it was all cracked up to be anyway. But I want you to hold on to your initial intention that you are manifesting, because it is still manifesting. And I want you to acknowledge this and observe. It's okay to feel how you feel. You're having a dip in your frequency, you're feeling a little bugged out, you're feeling a little pissy. I get it. But what I want you to do, instead of responding in a negative way, I want you to just observe how you're feeling. It's okay that you feel that way. When it comes up to you or occurs to you, let's not feed it, okay? Let's starve it. And so I want you to do is practice some breathing techniques. You're going to draw in for 4, hold for 7, and blow out for 8. Looks like this. Do that comfortably 1 or 2 times. It's not anything you need to take up a whole session on. Just when it occurs to you, you know what, I haven't got that thing that I was manifesting. Goddess Life said, and then you go on, just crash out. Let's don't crash out. That is counterproductive, and that's not going to get you any closer to your goals, okay? So we're going to breathe through this one. I want you to decide not to give up. I want you to recommit. I want you to buy the dip. There was a time a few years ago when I was dabbling in the stock market. I was teaching myself how to read stock market, and I was teaching myself how to invest, right? And some of the stocks, they would go on a bull run, which means that they would increase and your money was growing and it's all great. Sometimes they would fall, and then that fall is called the dip. And it is a technique and I'm not a professional, so what I was practicing, okay? It was a technique that sometimes you need to buy the dip. If there's another stock that you're looking at, or it's a stock that you have, when it falls, it's a good chance, it's a good opportunity to buy the dip. That means you can re-up on your stocks, get new stocks while it's in that low point, while it's at a lesser cost. Buy the dip. So, and then once the bull run happens again, you will have accumulated more asset, right? I hope I explained that. I hope you get what I'm saying. But when your frequency dips, it is time to buy the dip. That means it is time for you spiritually, energetically, to add on more stock. It is time for you to reinvest in your intention that you set with clarity, right? If you come up with some things that you need to add to your repertoire in order to, be all-inclusive of this intention, now is a great time to do that. It's time to take an evaluation, take a real SWOT assessment and see what other stock can I purchase at this time, and can I purchase some more of this stock that I'm currently watching. It's at a dip. Buy the dip, and when you buy the dip, that's adding more on, and that energy soars again, and then you will reap more return. Okay, so now let's get a little hood. Always keeping it sage and hood. I'll figure out how we are going to handle overcoming this obstacle divinely. Okay, now we bought the dip. We're not going to wallow in that dip. We're going to buy the dip, and we're going to go back up with the stock. And that means, what I mean by that, you can put techniques, your practical techniques in there. You're going to go all in on affirming. You're going to add more affirmations if need be. You're going to change the ones that you already have. Are you not doing affirmations? That's not going to help. Write some stuff down on some sticky notes. Do some affirmations when you're feeling the dip. Invest some more into your affirming, and that's going to help you elevate your vibrational frequency back up to the point of belief again, and that's going to catapult you into faith, and that's going to bring you to a point of knowing. You're always going to keep the sage and hood, and the smart thing to do with wisdom and do practical techniques that support that smart thing. GLB spilling divinity, honey, divinity. You know what to do, okay? We're going to outsmart this thing this time, and we're not going to fall back into any more pitfalls and put ourselves further behind the line. To lighten up. In those moments where you're feeling this drawback, this dip, maybe take a break. Maybe take a break from things. Take a nap. Listen to some music that inspires you. Sing some songs. Watch a movie that gives you that inspiration so that you could feel that feeling of accomplishment, that feeling of belief again, that feeling of indestructibility again, that feeling of invincibility again. And that's going to give you energy for your stock. Your stock is you, your stock is your dream, your stock is your intention. And you can and will be able to manifest. So lighten up. Do something along the lines of some self-care. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to take your mind off things a little bit. If it's a little thing like take a walk, do some grounding, hug a tree, do whatever you can do that's within your ability to employ some of your good techniques and to bring that vibrational frequency back up. Reach for that next higher thought. Don't allow yourself to wallow in any type of energy of defeat or failure or loss or any of that thing. Bring yourself back up from the dip so that you can enjoy your investment, so that you can reap your harvest. And I want you to focus. Bring back your focus. Stop paying attention to anything else that goes against what you're manifesting. Bring forth that focus. Focus in meditation. Allow the universe to guide you and redirect you. Set aside a specific time for you to focus in your intensity, that intention, okay? Because we're not going to give up is what we're not going to do. What we're not going to do is fall into a pit of self-pity. We're not doing that. That doesn't work. That doesn't get us anywhere. We're going to acknowledge how we feel, observe that, okay? Express how we feel with some self-care techniques. Keep it hood, keep it pushing, keep it moving. That's what we're gonna do until we manifest this thing. Be kind and forgiving to yourself. Do some self-care, like I said before. You can take a nice bath, take a walk, do some grounding, whatever it is that you know makes you feel good, that you can attain at the time. Go ahead and employ that as a technique to keep you from giving up. And when you are tempted to give in to negativity and doubt, use gratitude. Even if you haven't seen a thing, even if you're pissed off the thing hasn't shown up yet, it will change your attitude. Use gratitude. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but that sounds good, right? Change your attitude, implore some gratitude, okay? That's gonna help you. That's gonna get where you're wanting to go instead of going backwards to a place where you don't need to be. Remember, like, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Especially share, because you never know what goes on behind closed doors, and this can really help somebody. Remember, love yields peaceful, harmonious energy. Don't give up. As always, GL be spilling divinity, honey. Divinity.
Manifest some. If you ain't got no money, go and manifest some. GODDESS LYPHE, yeah.